Good evening, beautiful souls. Before you close your eyes tonight, I want you to pause, take your journal in your hands, and understand something sacred is about to happen. You're not just writing words. You're not just making a list. You are planting seeds in the universe. You are aligning your spirit with what you know is meant for you. Say this: everything I dream, everything I desire, everything I feel. I write it now, and it begins to come to life. I trust the universe to move while I rest. Say it again. Feel the energy in those words. Speak them not with desperation, but with certainty, not with fear, but with calm expectation. Nighttime is not just for sleeping, it's for sowing. It's the sacred space between today's effort and tomorrow's miracles. Your subconscious is wide open, and when you hold your journal, you're not holding paper, you're holding a portal. For many, a journal is simply a place to write to-do lists or jot down fleeting thoughts. But for those who understand the energy of manifestation, a journal transforms into something far more powerful, a spiritual tool. When you hold your journal in your hands, especially at night when the world is quiet and your soul is most open, it becomes a sacred vessel. It's not just paper and ink. It's a mirror to your inner world and a bridge to the universe. Every word you write down becomes a coded message, not only to your future self, but to the universal forces that respond to intention, clarity, and belief. Your journal is a sanctuary where your deepest desires are allowed to live freely without judgment. In our daily lives, we often silence our most ambitious dreams due to fear, logic, or societal pressure. But within the pages of your journal, nothing is too big, too wild, or too impossible. Here, you can write in your truest voice. You can declare who you really are and what you really want without needing permission. That raw honesty creates energetic alignment. The universe doesn't respond to masks, it responds to truth. And your journal allows you to speak that truth boldly and privately. There is immense power in physically holding your journal while speaking your dreams aloud. The tactile sensation of it in your hands serves as an anchor, grounding your words in the present moment. It's no longer abstract thought, it's embodied. You are literally connecting your physical self with your mental and spiritual self. This act of holding, writing, and speaking all at once creates a powerful trifecta: mind, body, and spirit in full alignment. When that happens, your energy field changes, your vibration lifts. You become a magnet for the very things you desire. Furthermore, your journal holds more than dreams. It holds your evolution. It captures the moments when you felt broken and the pages where you built yourself again. It holds your lessons, your prayers, your progress, and your patterns. Over time, it becomes a spiritual archive showing how your desires, mindset, and self-image have shifted, and this matters deeply. When you look back and see how far you've come, it becomes easier to believe in how much further you can go. Reflection breeds confidence, and confidence amplifies manifestation. Finally, using your journal as a spiritual tool builds ritual. Ritual is the rhythm of the sacred. When you sit each night with your journal, light a candle, breathe deeply, and write with purpose, you train your mind and spirit to enter a state of receiving. You create a consistent space for communion with the universe. This repetition becomes a signal not just to your own subconscious, but to the divine forces around you, that you are serious, that you are ready, and that you are aligned. Over time, your journal becomes a partner in manifestation, a trusted spiritual ally that not only listens, but helps bring your written dreams into your waking life. Nighttime carries a sacred stillness that the daytime rarely offers. As the world around you slows down and external noise fades, your mind begins to settle into a more receptive, introspective state. The shift is not just emotional, it's neurological. During the night, especially before sleep, your brain naturally transitions into slower brainwave patterns, such as alpha and theta states. These are the exact states where the subconscious mind becomes more accessible. When you speak affirmations, visualize your desires, or write with intention during this period, your mind absorbs these messages with far less resistance than it would in the busyness of the day. It is in this delicate space between wakefulness and sleep that seeds of change are most easily planted. In the quiet of the night, the distractions of the outside world no longer compete for your attention. You are not being pulled by emails, phone calls, social obligations, or the noise of everyday life. This solitude provides the perfect environment to tune inward, to listen, to feel, and to create with deliberate energy. When you combine this internal focus with a journal in hand, you begin to write from a deeper place within yourself. You are no longer creating from logic, you are creating from intuition. Your words become more aligned with your soul's true calling, and this alignment sends a clear and strong vibrational signal to the universe. Many ancient spiritual traditions recognize the power of nighttime rituals. From moon prayers to evening chants, from dream journaling to silent meditation, night has always been a portal for magic. The veil between the physical and spiritual seems thinner after dark. Your dreams, both literal and symbolic, become more vivid. Your thoughts slow down just enough to let your imagination rise. And in manifestation, imagination is everything. It is the blueprint of reality. When you imagine your desired life vividly just before sleep, your subconscious continues working on that vision throughout the night, without any conscious effort on your part. What you focus on before sleep has a profound effect on your emotional state and mental programming. This is why many people unknowingly manifest stress or fear. They go to sleep worrying, rehashing arguments, or scrolling social media filled with comparison and doubt. But when you replace that habit with focused intention, like writing in your journal, speaking affirmations aloud, or visualizing your ideal outcome, you change your inner programming. You begin to fall asleep in a state of faith rather than fear. You literally feed your subconscious with new beliefs, and those beliefs begin to shape how you think, feel, and behave the next day. There is something energetically profound about choosing the night as your sacred time to manifest. While the world rests, you are creating. While others are dreaming passively, you are dreaming actively, with purpose. You become a co-creator with the universe, using the quiet of the night not for escapism, but for empowerment. Your journal becomes your tool, your affirmations become your compass, and your focused intention becomes your silent prayer. Each night becomes a new opportunity to align your energy, to reset your vibration, and to feed your spirit with the vision of the life you are consciously calling in. Words are more than just sounds or written symbols. They are carriers of energy. Every word you speak holds a frequency, and when you infuse that word with emotion, true, raw feeling, you activate its power. Manifestation does not respond to empty statements or mechanical affirmations. It responds to words that are embodied with feeling. When you say, "I am abundant," but you feel lack or doubt in your heart, the universe receives mixed signals. But when you say, "I am abundant," and you allow that declaration to vibrate through every cell of your being, with gratitude, with certainty, with joy, you become a magnet for abundance. It's not just what you say that creates your reality. It's how much emotional energy you infuse into it. This is why journaling and speaking affirmations at night becomes so powerful when paired with emotion. As you hold your journal close, you're not just writing to fill a page. You're channeling your inner vision into the physical world. When you write, "I am living my dream life," do it with excitement. Smile as you write it, feel the weight of those words in your chest, close your eyes and see it. Imagine the sounds, the smells, the freedom, the peace that dream life brings. The emotional charge behind your words amplifies their impact. The universe is not moved by logic. It is moved by vibration, and emotion is the fuel that charges that vibration. Emotion acts like a tuning fork for the universe. It brings your energetic field into resonance with your desires. Think about it. When you're deeply grateful, excited, or in love, you radiate a kind of magnetic energy. People notice, opportunities show up. This same principle applies to manifestation. When you declare your dreams with high emotion, joy, faith, love, peace, you raise your vibration to match the frequency of what you're asking for. And once there is resonance, manifestation speeds up. It's not about forcing your way to a goal. It's about energetically becoming the person who already lives in that reality. Many people get frustrated with affirmations because they repeat them daily but feel no change. The missing ingredient is almost always emotion. Saying, "I am confident," without feeling confident simply reinforces your current doubt. But if you close your eyes, take a breath, recall a moment in your life when you did feel confident, and then speak your affirmation from that state, you shift your internal chemistry. The brain doesn't distinguish between a vividly imagined emotion and a real one. So when you combine words with an emotional memory or a felt experience, your body and mind begin to believe it's already true, and belief is the foundation of manifestation. By consciously merging your affirmations with powerful emotions every night, you create a consistent emotional imprint. Over time, this becomes your dominant energy, and that energy becomes your new identity. You're no longer a person hoping things will change. You're a person who feels the change already happening. And that shift from hoping to knowing, from emotionless to emotionally charged, is what unlocks the true power of manifestation. Words alone can plant seeds, but it is emotion that waters them, nurtures them, and helps them grow into reality. One of the most underestimated aspects of manifestation is the power of clarity. You can't attract what you aren't clear about. Writing in a journal forces you to translate your vague thoughts and feelings into defined desires. It's easy to say, "I want a better life," but what does that really mean? Better how? In what areas? Through what kind of changes? Writing encourages you to get specific, to explore what you truly want in detail. When you write, you begin to filter your desires through the lens of intention. What begins as a broad longing becomes a focused vision, and that clarity becomes a beacon to the universe. The clearer your signal, the faster the response. Writing isn't just about recording thoughts. It's an act of creation. It transforms energy. Each word you write holds the power to shape your beliefs and fuel your inner world. As your pen moves across the page, your inner energy begins to shift. You start to feel a new momentum building inside you. It's like igniting a match in the dark. Every sentence adds light, warmth, and direction. When you write about your goals, your dreams, your intentions with passion and purpose, your energy becomes more coherent and magnetic. You become an energetic match to the reality you're describing, and that's when the universe takes notice. Beyond clarity, writing also builds emotional focus. Life pulls your attention in 100 different directions every day, but your journal is a place where you can center yourself. It's where you realign with your truth. When you write consistently, you begin to reconnect with your own power and desires in a way that thinking alone can't achieve. Thought is fleeting and often chaotic, but writing is intentional and structured. It channels your mental and emotional energy into a clear stream, allowing you to focus it with greater intensity. This focused energy becomes fuel for your manifestations, helping you stay aligned with your goals even in the face of distraction or doubt. Moreover, writing allows for energetic release. It's not just about attracting what you want, it's also about letting go of what no longer serves you. When you put your fears, doubts, limiting beliefs, or frustrations on paper, you begin to take their power away. You externalize them, you make space, and in that empty space, you can then plant new beliefs, higher thoughts, and more empowering narratives. This energetic detox is crucial for creating room for new manifestations to arrive. You cannot fill a vessel that is already full. Journaling helps you clear out the noise so that your truest desires can take center stage. Finally, writing creates continuity, a living record of your journey. As days pass and pages fill, you begin to see patterns, recurring desires, evolving goals, and proof of growth. This written timeline becomes a mirror to your transformation. When doubt creeps in, you can look back and see how far you've come. You'll see prayers that have been answered, intentions that became reality, and dreams that once seemed distant now existing in your present. This reflection fuels your belief, and belief reinforces your energy. The more energy you invest in your vision, the more magnetic you become, and all of it starts with the simple, sacred act of writing. There's a profound magic that happens when you go to bed in a state of faith. Most people don't realize that the final thoughts and emotions you carry into sleep have a direct influence on your subconscious mind. And your subconscious is the most powerful tool you have for manifestation. When you end the night with doubt, stress, or fear, your mind continues processing those feelings throughout your sleep cycle, embedding them deeper into your belief system. But when you shift into faith, when you truly believe that your desires are being handled, that you are safe, supported, and in alignment, you allow the flow of manifestation to work effortlessly through the night. You sleep with an open heart rather than a clenched spirit. Faith is not passive, it's an active decision to trust the unseen. After you've written in your journal, spoken your affirmations, and visualized your goals, there comes a sacred moment where you must let go. You hand it over to the universe and release the need to control the how and when. This release is not weakness, it is strength. It is saying, I have done my part, and now I trust the greater forces to do theirs. And it is during your sleep, when your conscious mind steps out of the way, that the deeper, unseen work begins. The universe doesn't need your effort at every moment. It needs your trust. Your rest is a message that says, I know it's already mine. While your physical body sleeps, your subconscious mind remains active, filtering, organizing, and absorbing everything you fed it before falling asleep. When you anchor your final thoughts in confidence and calm expectation, your subconscious treats those thoughts as truth and begins to reshape your internal programming. This is why consistent nighttime manifestation rituals are so powerful. They don't just affect your sleep, they transform your waking life. Your actions, your perceptions, your emotional responses all begin to align with the version of you who already has what you desire. You're not forcing change, you're becoming it, one restful night at a time. Sleep becomes a sacred collaboration with the universe when it's paired with belief. Most people underestimate the creative force of non-doing. We live in a world that glorifies hustle, but manifestation requires moments of surrender. Just like a seed does not grow faster by digging it up every day, your desires need time, space, and energy to root and bloom. Going to bed with faith is how you water the soil without oversaturating it. It's how you protect your energy while staying aligned. And in this stillness, this place of divine non-resistance, the flow begins to move swiftly, bringing into form the very things you once only imagined. Faith before sleep is also an act of self-love. It's a declaration that you believe you are worthy of peace, of rest, and of the blessings you've called in. So many of us stay awake worrying, doubting, trying to figure it all out. But the most powerful shift happens when you say, it is already working out for me. And then you lay your head down with a heart full of calm expectation. Your dreams, your goals, your visions, they don't need more anxiety to come alive. They need your stillness, they need your surrender, and when you pair that with deep, restorative sleep, you allow the current of manifestation to carry you toward your destiny with grace, ease, and quiet certainty,